Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Chini, and if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this delicious puff puff. Please, if you're not yet subscribed, kindly hit on that subscribe button before we get right into the video. Okay guys, let's go. Alright guys, so firstly, in a bowl we're going to be sieving in the flour. This is a very important step or process whenever you have anything to do with flour, because it helps to avoid lumps and just so you have a fine texture to work with. So I'll be leaving the full measurements in the description box, so please do well to check it out. Okay, so I had to switch the sieve because the other one was kind of difficult to work with. So right now I'm just leaving the flour like I earlier mentioned. Next, we're going to be adding in some grounded sugar, after which we're going to be adding in a little bit of salt. Next, we're going to be adding in some instant yeast. I use the instant yeast. Please, if you're using the active dry yeast, ensure to proof it in warm water and sugar for about 10 minutes. Okay, next thing, I added some nutmeg powder, and then I'm just going to mix this to make sure everything comes together. So guys, I just transferred the flour mixture into a bigger bowl so I can have a larger surface to work with. I made a hole in the center, and now I'm just going to be gently adding in some warm water into this. It is very important that you use some warm water, okay, just so it helps the yeast do its job. So we're going to be doing this gently. Remember, I'll be leaving the measurement in the description box. Okay, so I'm going to be adding the water gently, just so we don't add so much water, and remember, warm water. All right, so this is what it looks like after adding about 1 cup of water, and then we're just going to keep mixing to make sure there are no lumps and ensure everything is well coated. So guys, I just thought it wise to state this here. Please make sure your hands are properly washed if you have to go through this process. You could also use a spatula, but I prefer using my hands because it gets the job done faster, I think. So make sure your hands are properly washed. For me, I wash my hands very well before going ahead with this process. Alright guys, after adding the water, this is the consistency we should be looking out for. It's very important that you don't add a lot of water because we're going to be allowing this sit for about 1 hour, so the yeast is going to help loosen up the texture and the stretchiness. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you're going to see in the next clip. So right now I'm just covering it up, and then I'm going to use a cloth, a kitchen towel rather, to cover this up and keep it in a warm place for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. After 45 minutes to 1 hour, this is what we have. You could see that it has risen in size, and then we could also see that it has gotten a lot lighter in texture. So this is what I meant when I said please ensure not to add so much water. Okay, alright guys, I'll be sharing with you all a trick on how to perfectly mold your puff puff. Remember, your puff puff shape doesn't have to be perfect. I just greased my palm with some vegetable oil. This would help with the stickiness you would encounter when you try to mold your puff puff and then scoop it into the pot. But with the help of this vegetable oil, the stickiness will be a lot lesser, and then you wouldn't have to struggle so much when you have to scoop it into the pot. I hope this makes sense. So right now I'm just showing you guys how to scoop and then squeeze, all of that. Just watch the video closely to understand better. Alright guys, so in a pan that is heated up on medium to low heat, we'll be deep frying this. We're going to be scooping in the puff puff batter. Alright, so guys, don't forget, your puff puff doesn't have to be perfect, the shape doesn't have to be perfect, so you shouldn't be worried about all of that. So guys, we're just scooping it in. As you can see, at some points I was actually struggling with this, but we move. And also, please don't forget, the recommended heat is medium to low heat, not high heat, so your puff puff doesn't come out uncooked in the middle. Okay, the recommended heat is medium to low heat. You could mold your puff puff into whatever size you want. I wanted it bigger, so this is what we have to work with. Right now, I'm just using this skewer to turn the puff puff to ensure every side is properly cooked. So guys, once your puff puff turns golden brown, it's time to take it off the heat. Okay guys, can you see how, oh my god, please my subscribers, come and take puff puff, or come and take your share. So guys, that's pretty much it. You can see how beautiful our puff puff is looking. This is why I told you don't have to struggle so much to make the shape perfect. Okay, I think once it drops in the oil, it just takes its shape. That's why it's also important that you don't add a lot of water. Okay, so I'm just frying the next batch. Guys, I don't know if you noticed, in this other batch I made the puff puff smaller in size. This is just to let you know that you could do whatever size you want. So guys, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned one or two things. If you've been someone that have been trying to make puff puff for the longest time and you always don't seem to get it right, trust me, if you try out this recipe, your puff puff is gonna be lit. Okay. So guys, if you're still watching up to this point and then you're not yet subscribed, please be cool, hit on that subscribe button, like this video, leave a comment and share. All right, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.